Good morning students, how are you? Today we should discuss about the intermediate vocational CGA second year topic, paper 3 Internet Technology. Now we should discuss about the table concepts. So the table concepts means we should be creation of the any type of the tables. First you should be maintained to the rows and columns. So every table have to the rows and columns. The row and column is included called by cell. So the table means first they should be used the syntax of any web-based creation of using of HTML concept. The syntax means why should write the correct concept to creation of the any tables. So the syntax of table tag in HTML is less than table greater than. Tag is in a block element used to create a table. It is useful when you want to represent data using rows and columns. In HTML, the table tag is block element used to create a table. It is useful when you want to represent data using rows and columns. So every table have the rows and columns. The row and column will be called by cell. So the th and td tag. So what is the meaning of th and td tag? Each tr element represents a row in a table. So what is the meaning by tr? So t means table, r means row. One you should be inside of the row is called by tr. So each tr element is a representation as row in a table. Next, a array can have one more td and th elements which determine the column in the table. So d and h. So the what is the specifically the td representation table data and th is representation by table header. So h is indicated by header, d is indicated by data. So now you should be creation of the any table by using of the rows and columns. Then how to fill the information or data by using of this opening tags and closing tags. So this is the tags of th and td. What is the meaning of th? Th means a table header, td means table data. Then you should be write a simple component structures of table tag with an example. So then how to create the table tag with the help of the information by using that. So the complete structure to the table tag with an example. So what is the structure of the table tag? Then this is the table tag structure. Then first you should be in the programming you should be write the using of HTML character. So this is HTML opening tag. The head is indicated by what about the information they should be given by the users. So this is the head opening tag. The title. So what is the tag title? So the table tag title means it is attributes. So this is the title opening tag. This is the title ending tag. Then you should be maintain the opening tag of the head. It should be closed with / head. So this is the head. So this is head component. Then next one. You should be write the head component. They have the HTML head tag and title, table tags, attributes and head tags. The next one. They have used the tr. Already told the r means is indicated by row. The row means th. The h means header. Then first one header 1 and th second header 2. So this will be closed by the table row, the first concept. So it should be closed the table rows with the help of the header 1 and header 2. Then next other table row there should be data. What about the data? They should be filled in the table row is the cell 1 and cell 2. So then if you are use the two cells of the table creation and they have maintained the two headers. The first one td, cell 2 and td. They should be closing of table row. So in this peak they should be used the two rows and two columns. So tr means table row, then tr means table row. So they should be used the two table rows and they should be fill the data with two columns. So this is the functions. The next one. Then you should be fill the totally they have the four cells. They have used the tr, the td cell 3 and cell 4. The every function they have opening tags and closing tags. Then what about the body of the tag? The body tag means they have used the body opening tag, then table opening tag, then closing of the table and body and HTML concept. Then we should write in a systematic structure in HTML. The table tag is in a block element used to create a table. It is useful when you want to represent data using the rows and columns. So the every concept of the table then must should be used by rows and columns. Now you should be used to create the any rows and columns. They have to fill the sum of the data or information. So this is the way the systematic programming by using of the how to create the table with help of the 2 headers and 4 cells. So how to fill the information by using of the HTML document. So rest of students, they have first you should be create the any HTML programming in your PCs or laptops. They have used the notepad. So then you should be how to the use it in notepad in HTML programming. Then you should discuss about that. Then finally first you should be use the programming of an HTML. They have this menu, click the start menu and find the notepad. So notepad is one of the best options for the creation of the web page or HTML document. So this is the notepad preview. Then you should be write the programming of table. Then you should write the programming of table in notepad. So this is the program. This is the programming of table. So then the table is creation of any rows and columns. So the table concept we have to the sum of the characters. They are used by table rows and table header, title, head, the body and table tags and header 1, 2, 3 and they have maintained the 2 headlines. The first one, second one. They have how many types of the cells? They have the 4 cells. Then cell 1, cell 2 and cell 3 and cell 4. So this is the notepad preview. Then you should be put the click on the file menu. First you should be save the file. Save. So in this particular the whatever this location what we save, then I should be save the desktop component. Then you have to give the sum of the file name. Some example I should be giving the file name table. Then click on the enter. Then click the save button. Click the save button. So the file will be saved by the name of the table concept. So this is the table file. Then there should be creation of the HTML. This is the only there should be create only the text component. So then we replace it, we change the text to web page. Then we open the file. So we open to the file and we should convert as save as. Then in the save as file, the whatever the text file you should be given the same location, you should be repeat the same file. So then you should be changed the file to text to HTML. So the extension file dot HTML given that. Then it should be changed to PDF A. Then finally you should be changed the file. Okay, save. Then close the all text files. They should be converted in the pick. This is the table. So the both files. Then first one is indicated by the text formation. Then the second one is indicated to the creation of the conversion into web page. Then this is the